So you know how sometimes you just want to get right to the heart of something? Like really understand it, but without spending ages digging.
Yeah, absolutely. Cut through the noise.
That's what we try to do here. And today we're doing a deep dive into this text, talking about Jesus from that PDF you shared.
Right, CC 36.
What really grabbed me straight away was this intense feeling, this deep desire for connection, specifically with Jesus.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
A real profound longing is expressed there.
Definitely. So, our mission today is basically to unpack what this text might be showing us about, well, the soul's deepest needs, maybe, especially in relation to Him.
Sounds good. And what's really interesting right off the bat is how it kind of flips the script on what we usually think of as, the ultimate goal.
How so?
Well, it mentions all the classic images of heaven, the gates of pearl, the streets of gold, stuff like that.
Right. Standard picture.
But then it immediately says, hold on, that's not actually the main thing. It suggests the real draw isn't the place, but the person.
Exactly. It says something like, what truly makes heavenly to me is not the gates of pearl, but you, the soul of my love. It really hits hard.
It does. It's saying take away all the shiny objects, the amazing scenery,
Mm-hmm.
and what's left, the core desire is for Jesus himself. It even uses that image you mentioned earlier.
Oh, the palace one.
Yeah, like a palace with no king or a banquet without joy. It really paints a picture of, well, emptiness, even in paradise, without that connection.
And that resonates, doesn't it? If you think about like earthly experiences, the text mentions pleasures, beauty, comfort.
All good things.
Sure, but maybe things that don't fully satisfy that deeper thing. The text says, even in my happiest moments on earth, there remains a deeper yearning that nothing here can satisfy.
That's a key point. It makes you pause and think, what is that yearning actually for?
Yeah.
If earthly things don't cut it.
And the text is pretty direct about it. It says the longing is not for gold, rest, or reward, but for the face of Jesus.
For his love, his presence.
Yeah, it's framing it not just as like a preference, but almost a fundamental need. It even says, the soul was made for you, and until it rests in you, it knows no peace.
Wow. That's a very strong claim about our basic makeup, that we're sort of hardwired for this connection.
It seems so. And then it shifts, focusing on this really intense desire to see Jesus, to behold the beauty of your countenance.
Right, and the power attributed to that sight is immense.
It really is. Just one glimpse would silence every sorrow and still every storm within me. Like that visual encounter is presented as the ultimate solution almost.
Why do you think seeing his face is described as so transformative in the text?
Good question. Maybe it's about a direct, unmediated experience, something that goes beyond words or concepts. The text stresses his beauty surpasses everything else.
The beauty of the Lord surpasses all the wonders of creation. Mountains, oceans, stars. None compare, it says.
Yeah, it positions that vision, that presence, as the source of ultimate joy. In your presence is fullness of joy.
And at your right hand are pleasures forevermore. It connects seeing him directly with complete fulfillment.
Which then leads into that theme of waiting, right? Waiting with this deep anticipation.
Exactly. Until that day when faith becomes sight, I will wait, yearning, watching, praying. There's a sense of active waiting.
And it circles back to the person, not the place. I loved that line. My heart, O Lord, is set on pilgrimage, not to a place, but to a person, you, my Redeemer and friend.
Beautifully put. The relationship is absolutely central. It's not about getting somewhere, but getting to someone.
And then the end goal described is this eternal union, a state where suffering just isn't possible anymore.
Right. No tear, no pain, no night can follow me there, for you are the light that never fades. It really brings it all together.
It does. To be with you forever, that is heaven. It loops right back to that first point. Heaven isn't defined by the gold streets, but by his presence.
So wrapping it up, the core message coming through this text is this profound personal longing for Jesus. It's presented as the deepest desire, the source of true joy, something that overshadows everything else, even our typical ideas of paradise.
It definitely leaves you thinking. For anyone listening, it kind of prompts the question, doesn't it? What brings you that deep, lasting satisfaction? Does this idea of a connection beyond the material world, well, does it strike a chord with your own inner longings? Something to ponder, for sure.